Hey guys, I'm here today doing this video to show you how the Fitcam that I purchased works and how to install it. So I purchased this about 2.5 weeks ago and it finally arrived, and in the box there are various components. I'll show you each one here. So inside the box came this piece, which is the cover for the rain sensor on the window. It came with the associated wires. I purchased the one that has the rear view camera. So here's the rear view camera. Pretty small device, which is great, and it has a sticker right here. It also came with a USB drive, which is so that you could take out the SD card, which it comes with in the corner, and stick it in here and put it in your computer. It also came with some little wire guides with stickers on them if you want to use them. And the last thing it came with was this little tool so that you can peel off certain things. So I already messed around with this a little bit so that the video is easier for you guys to see. So I'll show you what the first step is. The box comes with an installation guide, but this is actually really for after you've set it up and you want to use it and connect it to the Fitcam app. So unfortunately that didn't really help me out. So I sort of figured it out as to how we can do this. Okay, so this is your windshield, and originally you have this thing attached to it, like this, all right? So you have this thing attached to it, and you have a little cover piece. The cover piece goes right there. This cover piece is a little hard to get out initially, so I'll show you what I did. But this part is really easy to take out. What you do simply is get your little tool, or you just literally yank it out. You yank it out. It's connected, you pull it out, and this part will come off, but the cover piece here will be stuck on your rear view window. So what I'm going to show you now is how it's connected, because this part is a little tricky. So it goes in like this, right? And there are these little prongs here you can see that connect to this piece, and it goes inside. What you got to do is get a little tool. What I used was a separate tool that comes from IKEA. It's a little tool like this that I use to push the prongs in like this, and you got to push it pretty hard so that it comes out. So when it's in here, what you do is you push this little prong and you yank it, and you got to yank it pretty hard, and it finally came out. And now all I have to do is connect the one that they gave me. So let's try this. So this is the one they gave me, and it comes with 2 cords, you can see. One cord is for the back. It's labeled, I don't know if you can see this, but it says rear cam. So that one, it's gonna come out to the side, and it's going to be like this. And I gotta hide it against the walls, which I'll show you. The other piece is to connect the electricity to the car. And there's a sensor right here, which is the rain shield sensor. And if you look closely, you can see that it's connected through this little device right here. So I should actually turn my car off before I do this. A little hot, so I turned on the AC. It's hot in Florida. Okay, so this thing pops right out, you see? And this one is going to go inside this one. So what it'll do is the car will power both the camera, which doesn't use much electricity, and it will power the windshield detector. So what I'll do is I'll get this and I'll stick it inside this one. So it's inside, it's stuck inside, and now I use the other outlet to put it inside the original right here. So it fits right in and there's no problem. Perfect. So this one I'm just gonna coil in a little bit. It's plugged in here, make sure it's tight. And I'm going to coil it in a little bit so that it fits nice and snug. And I'm going to make sure everything's inside here. And I'm going to stick it right in. So let's see, there we go. So we've got one piece to snap in and the other one. And this piece snap into. Okay. So the right side is not quite snapped in. So I just need to push it in a little bit more. There we go. So it's snug now and it fits very well. So the last thing I need to do now is get this piece, and you can see here I just need to get this piece installed in the corner here, and that should just snap right in. So stick it right in. There we go. One side's in, another side's in. Okay, so I got the whole thing in right here, and you barely notice the difference. Readjust your mirror. Okay. All right, guys, so I have this part installed, and now I need to do is loop this entire cable to the back of my car. And from what I can tell, you should be looping it in between these crevices on the wall here. So go all the way down, it'll loop around, or here, it goes through here, it goes through here, and it loops all the way along the edges to the back. So, let's see if I can get this on film. So I did just test out the app in the meanwhile as well, and it seems to be working very well. So the camera is pretty good. The field of vision is a little shorter than I thought, but you know what? It captures everything you need, so it doesn't really matter. All right, so I have this cable. I want to put it in between these little crevices, and look at this. The car paneling pretty much comes off. Look at that. How great is that? So I give you a little tool here that I use to put it in here, but you know what? You don't even really need it. You can just sort of stick it in there like this, right here. You want to make everything nice and tight. So right here, I'm just gonna, let's see how this works. Yep, just put it all inside. Yeah, just put it all inside here. See, it comes right out as well. So you want to stick it right in and make sure that nothing is really visible. Right here, let's see. It's a little harder because it's tighter here. I think you can use this tool right here to get this side piece in. So I'm not sure if I can hold my camera and do it at the same time. But if you look at this, I can sort of stick it in here with this tool. You see? It just goes right in. Alright, you see? So I want to keep working on this, and I'll tune back in once I get to the back all the way. Alright guys, so I finally finished putting all the cord up here in this panel, and I looped it all around so that it fits inside. I wrapped it around to the right, and now I have the camera right here. So you'll still see some wiring, which I think is fine. And I'm gonna stick it right here. And the cool thing about this is you tape it on, and this thing, this camera, it moves. So you can position it how you want so you could capture everything. The other option is to put it in the middle or on the top, but I want to put it on the bottom. I think it captures everything I need. Set it up right in the middle over here. You can't see any of the wiring. The front looks great. And this is how it looks like from my rear view. You can see the camera a little bit, but I think that's fine. One day if it bothers me, maybe I'll move it, but for now it's great.